Hello and welcome to another episode of A Bright Side. Today, as of recording of this, it is the 27th, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, good, of July 2025. And we are going to do another show that we've never done before. The Buryan Rally. So let's go check it out. Are you ready? Are you ready, Orc? Well, are you? To go to St. Buryan and see some steam engines? No? You'd rather just go to a greenskin convention? Okay. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. We have made it to St. Buryan Trevorgan's farm, to be precise. Very busy. Field is large, which is good because there's a heck of a lot of cars here. Yeah, so recently, I think it was about maybe 2 weeks ago, we went to Camborne Show. Camborne Show was something that we had never done before, so that was exciting. Hello. And so we've never done this one either. What I'll do, I'll leave a link in the description if you want to see our Camborne Show. All right, quite the line to get in. I think it's £5 per adult. Not sure what the kiddos cost. Okay, we are in. There's two little sheds there where you pay. We went to the white one. And there are, obviously it's a rally, there are a heck of a lot of vehicles here. Can't wait to explore some of these. But before we get to the vehicles, there are some sheep that need feeding. We've got some little cups of food, but I'm sure the sheep will find delicious. Hello, sheep. Having a bit of a scratch there.
It's a rarity in the breed. Yeah. That's how they used to. Yeah, that's what they just said they were.
Okay, this is a big show. I'm not sure if it's bigger than the Camborne Show. They might be on a par in terms of like square acreage, if that makes sense, but there's certainly a heck of a lot here. I would say this is probably a bigger show than Camborne Show, I would have thought. Look at this thing of beauty. Imagine driving around the Cornish roads in this. And evidently you can camp here. Looks like Trevivic's Puffing Devil is here as well. That is amazing. I always love seeing the Puffing Devil. Always see that, of course, in Camborne at Trevivic Day, but we also saw this in Camborne Show as well. So yeah, we've seen the old Puffing Devil a few times this year. Oh, AJ's excited by that. Look at that. Do you know what? There is so much here to film. Definitely not going to be filming everything because I think the video will be about 4 hours long. But what an amazing show. You know how much I love Camborne, blah, blah, blah. But I got to be honest, I think this is a better show than Camborne Show. With all respect, it's a bigger show, isn't it? So much here. It's actually blown me away a little bit.
Yeah, it's again our first time.
Yeah. We're like St. Buryan Rally virgins.
Not
but not anymore.
But the kids are loving it as well.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, they are, yeah. AJ's like...
living his best life with all these different trucks and things around.
definitely. Definitely gonna have a pasty later.
Yeah, there'll be a pasty somewhere.
We've entered the zone where there's a bouncy castle all the way down the far end, all the stalls and tents and marquees and everything set up. It is almost lunchtime, so we might get in line for some food before it gets really busy, because sometimes at these shows the lines can get a little bit out of control, and you know, for waiting for food, and you can be like pretty hungry at the end of that wait. So we are gonna find some food and jump in line, and hopefully that food will be the form of a pasty. Kids are just getting a sticker from this lady. Kiddos do like a good sticker. So just like at the Camborne show, it looks like Roseworthy Farms are providing a lot of food choices. So we'll have a little look in a minute, see what's going on. Hopefully there'll be a pasty like there was at the Camborne one. Right, it's actually a little bit later than I thought. I thought it was before 12 o'clock, but it's actually 12:30, which is why the sort of catering area, if you will, is so busy. I am just going to scoot through and see if there are some pasties available. If not, we'll have to get like a burger or something. Goodness. Right, so obviously the same choice as we had last time. Just running the camera down the menu. What we did have last time we took from the homemade menu here, but this one next door does, by the look of it, have some pasties. I don't know why the price is like covered over, so I don't know, maybe the pasties are sold out, but the line isn't very long, so I'll get in line and ask. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Look who I bumped into. Hey.
Nice to see you, Andrew.
Nice to see you. That's looking particularly good. Enjoy.
I will do.
Enjoy. I might be hopping in line if there are no pasties.
Good luck for your pasty quest.
Yes. We're just perched in this little zone. I think they do little dog shows and stuff like that in there. There's nothing going on in there at the minute, but we thought actually, I mean, there's plenty of space anyway, but we thought we would just perch in here in this little zone. We've got the pasties. So AJ's pasty, now you quite like a vegetable pasty, don't you? And then 2 mediums and a large. And I think the lady said they were from, or she thought that they were from, what's the ones in Scorrier? Prima.
Prima.
So I think these are Prima pasties. So, in my opinion, middle of the road, but they look pretty good, so we'll see what they're like. Oh yes, to be here at like a rally agricultural show, whatever you want to call it, with a pasty in St Buryan, where a significant amount of my genetics come from. I'm gonna chow down on this. So I've had a few tasty mouthfuls. Not bad so far, nicely seasoned. Yeah, prima to me, they're middle of the road, they're fine. They're all right. Oh, there's a bug on my arm. Oh my goodness, it's a wasp. Get off me, get off me. You're not having this. Okay, this wasp, he's after me. He's obviously a Cornish wasp and he loves his pasties.
Condemnation now I dread, Jesus and all in him is mine. Alive in him my living head, and clothed in righteousness divine.
To give you a head start, it's only fair, of course, because flying is a big advantage over running of any description. We're going back here, and Jack is trying to peer around me. I'm hiding indifferently from Jack by my body, and he's trying to look around me. Takes a bit of looking around, doesn't it, Jack? So they're right back here. We've got a nice big arena, ready to give Indy a chance to get to top gear here. Where are we? She's still there. Good. Are you ready, Indy? She's ready. Here we go. Ready, steady, go! Off she goes. Wow, look at her go! She's really picking up her heels there. Jack is having to earn his money today. And stop! Oh, how about a round of applause for that very enthusiastic rat pulling. 2, 3. Now, he was definitely waiting for that to land that time. That happened in this country. Traditionally, for centuries and centuries, if falconers needed a hawk or wanted a hawk, or permitted a hawk or a falcon, they would come from the wild. Of course, things have changed, haven't they? There are so many more people, so many fewer wild areas, and indeed there are all sorts of pressures on wild creatures, including birds of prey, and it's on the wind, and she's moving broad wings, which enable her to soar and to fly, and to do so almost effortlessly. But for a scavenger with no hunting at all, she's not equipped to be fast or to chase. She doesn't have the feet for grabbing, which is why she has the feet for walking. Those feet are made for walking, and vultures do a lot of walking. They do a lot of scampering about, let's say, whilst they're feeding. Often, of course, they might find an animal much bigger than the rat or mouse or rabbit that many birds of prey could capture. They might find could be a dead elephant, couldn't it, in Africa or India? It could be a tapir, or indeed it could be anything. Everything ends up that way, one way or another. And so there's very likely going to be a lot of competition involved. So all that scampering about where they're squabbling and fighting, very important. I thought the little rascals, they know I've been talking about this, they're teasing me.
No, I should have taken that.
Look at this amazing piece of kit, this old Chevy. Look at that, the old Chevrolet. Look at that, like, duck thing there on the front. What do you think of that, kiddos? Can you touch it? Well, I mean, I'm sure it's not going to hurt it, but... Oh, look, we've got some spiders up there. Very nice. Kiddos are zeroed in on getting an ice cream. A little bit of a line, but I think if we don't jump in line, the kids are going to go mad. So we're going to get in line and get some ice cream. Mint chocolate chip. Mint chocolate chip was my favourite.
I've got raspberry ripple today.
Raspberry ripple, and the kiddos went with... You went with a double scoop of vanilla and chocolate, and you went with a dairy milk one, didn't you, Age? Nice. Right, we're going to venture back round to where the engines and buses and all those sorts of things are. We're going to have another look at those. That was where we got the pastas earlier. That little sort of nook there is the food area. So we're going to walk back past that and then head, like I just said, to the tractors and whatnot. So yeah, we'll have a little look at all that stuff.
This bus spent most of its working life in Devon before moving to Cornwall and Wales.
This one was built in 1924. How about that? Isn't that an amazing piece of kit? Looks so beautiful, well maintained. 1924, that's just mental, isn't it? It's still driving around.
It ain't a bus though, so I don't know why it's
I was
in the
going
bus parade.
to say, why is it in the bus parade? 1952, this old bus. How amazing is that?
In November and was part of a batch of 5 full-width Claxton body coaches and the last full-width LH coach bought by the company. 1969 Bristol RELH moved to Southern National and transferring to Western National in 1971. 1972 LH6L won a 10 to Western National with 7'6" Marshall body, mainly used on tours.
When you kind of think to yourself, you know, about like beautiful things and all, maybe buses might not jump to the fore. But when you see like these old antique buses, you've got to think, actually, when they're well maintained and whatnot, how beautiful these old buses are. Like here on this stall, that there's a baseball glove. Nice. Okay, back up to all this tractor goodness. We're gonna have a little browse in this zone before we go. There are some like horses that have been sculptured out of horseshoes. It's quite clever. Let's have a little look at these. Goodness. Yeah, very clever. And there's also a geek standing stone here in the middle. The sign that states horses. Oh, look at this old one though. This one's for sale. A Fordson F, 1920s. £1,500. You know what, if I was able to maintain these sorts of things, I would buy that. And if I had the money, of course. But how amazing is this? 1920s, all rusting away. Let's hope someone buys that and makes it good again. Did you say you could buy those horses for 6,000?
6 grand.
Wow. Yeah, I think we should maybe buy this. I'm tempted to buy this.
I want to buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it.
Oh yes, look at these. Look at this one. It's called the Gladiator. I'm not familiar with the name. But I reckon that this has possibly been to Trevivick Day before. We might well have seen this. What an amazing piece of kit. Definitely seen Pride of the West before. That's definitely been a Trevivick Day. I remember that one. Very nice. Ah, the smell of diesel and all that goodness. These classic cars. I don't know what this is. In fact, I have no idea what this is. A TR6. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh yes, look at this, look at this. Look at this one, this is amazing. Yeah, I could definitely see myself driving this. Look at like the little tables there laid out in the back. Got some ginger beer, some pamphlets. How cool. Ah, it's nice to see Betsy again. We saw her at Camborne show the other day, and I see Betsy a lot online on like Facebook and whatnot. So yeah, always follow Betsy's adventures around. Very nice. Look at this. Very sporty. The old Triumph. Oh yes, it doesn't take anything away from British cars, but how amazing are these? This Geek Buick, look at that. Oh yes. And a Dodge. I could see myself, yeah, I could see myself driving around in one of these. It's actually, the amount of vehicles here is actually quite overwhelming. There are masses of them. Like I said earlier on, this is a far bigger show than Camborne show, and that doesn't take anything away from Camborne show because that was really good. But I mean, this is like next level. Look at that Rambler. Amazing. States here classic, and it certainly is a classic. Let's get around the front and have a look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful. Beautiful piece of kit. I can't say I've heard of a Rambler, you know, the actual specific designer, so I don't know who or, you know, what company made a Rambler, but classic. That's amazing. According to the information there, this 1930 Model A Ford is for sale. So you could buy a sweet Model A Ford if you like. I expect it would be a little bit. Hey,
I found a car.
You found a what?
I found a car that has my name on it.
You found a car that has your name on it. Okay, let's go and find it. But yeah, oh yeah, that's probably a bit beyond my price range, but yeah, I'd like to own that. Look at this old Bedford. Amazing, like van. It's almost like a old-fashioned version of like a people mover, isn't it? Not a people mover. What are those types of vehicles called? Called a van in America. We would call them. It is a people mover, isn't it? I don't know. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So is this the car that you found that was called Matilda? It is. So, yeah, looking for an Andrew, yeah. It's a lovely, lovely car, isn't it? What is it? 1972, when petrol was 35p a gallon and car insurance was only £40. Huh. That's, I don't know what type of car that is though. Oh, an MG, isn't it?
I know, I saw.
You got this modern contemporary car pulling this trailer with this on board. Gentleman there is hooking it all up so it's nice and safe, presumably for its return home. And this is the Whistling Billy, states here 1905, which is like a steam-powered racing car. We have seen this before. I'm trying to remember where we've seen it. I can't remember if it was at Trevivick Day or where it was, but we've definitely seen the Whistling Billy before. Yeah, what a beautiful piece of kit, all powered by steam, I think. Okay, now we have the challenge of finding our car. This is ridiculous. Where's our car? Where is it? We did it.
We almost didn't get home.
I know. It was a big old jam, wasn't it? We were following probably, there were two cars in front of us and then there was a big lorry.
Truck thing.
And we encountered, and it was like obviously a stream of traffic coming out of the show. And there was like cars coming in, normal traffic and whatnot. And and of course, if you're familiar with like the roads around St Buryan, I mean, it does go down to like single lane, doesn't it, in some areas. And we encountered, over the big lorry in front of us encountered another geek lorry.
Yes.
It was absolute chaos.
And so you needed like 5 or 6 cars to reverse.
Yeah.
To allow the truck to reverse.
Luckily, there was that like
There was
little
like a little pull-in
like
that we...
well, like a lane almost, wasn't it?
That we sort of reversed around and up.
And back on ourselves. Yeah, it was a thing, but it all
was.
worked. It all worked out.
But no one broke their car.
Yeah.
It was fine.
So, St Buryan show, what did you think?
It was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah,
We've done some
spectacular,
good
yeah.
shows recently. I've quite enjoyed them.
Yeah.
And today was no exception. It was lovely. I mean, more tractors than you could shake a stick at.
Mm-hmm.
Same with cars.
Mm-hmm.
And considering that, as of the filming of this, it's also the Cornish Steam Rally in Liscard.
Yeah.
Obviously, we couldn't get to everything this weekend. There was 2 of us and many events. So we'll try and do Baconic maybe next year.
Do you think that we should maybe clone ourselves? Do you remember when we did our walk from Mousehole to Lamorna?
Yeah, and you
and
sneezed
I
everywhere.
sneezed all the way, and I was saying actually, if anyone wanted to clone me, then they could just like get samples of my like.
I think one of you is enough.
I don't know. What do you think? Say in the comments. Is one of me enough, or do you think there should be more of me's?
One is plenty.
Anyway, we are going to leave the video there. I do hope you enjoyed it. We certainly enjoyed making that one.
We did. That was fun.
Yeah, don't forget to do all the usual YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, smash the bell, check us out on all of our socials at The Bright Side. So from us to you, cheers and gone.